All right, welcome to the Ruthless Attitude Podcast. Today the episode's going to be switched up a little. We are going off topic. We're genuinely off topic, like 98% of the time, anyways. But
You
this
bitch.
one, I mean, it's true, but I mean, this is a very different episode because it's more of a tribute episode. We're gonna be telling the storylines, the stories, and stuff in remembrance of Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, Terry Funk, and Bob Barker, who recently just passed away today as we are recording this. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was pretty much a shocker for all of us. I'm pretty sure the rest of the wrestling world when Bray Wyatt passed away. I got a phone call while I was just working inside of a grocery store as it happened. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Do you guys know what you guys were doing when you guys heard or
You want to go
anything?
ahead, Viper?
What the hell was I doing? I think I was just sitting at home, honestly, when I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, I think I was just sitting at home on my day off, just on Twitter, and that's when I saw it. And I thought it was fake. Honestly thought it was fake.
Right? It sounded like
And
a hoax type thing at
it,
first.
it did, but
Mhm.
then I saw it on Triple H's actual Twitter, and I was like, that's not fake. And then Def confirmed it in the group chat.
Mhm.
So I believe I was just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, like hanging out with my kids, and it came to a shock because he literally was almost cleared, and 4 hours prior to him dying, he made a video of him.
Actually, that was a 2020 video. It wasn't even
Oh,
recent.
was it? Oh, so that was
Oh,
misinformation
that
got
was
spread.
That was misinformation.
okay. My bad then. Never mind. I will not finish that sentence.
You already did, bitch. Okay.
um. So yeah, it came to a shock, especially how old he was, 36.
Mhm.
Damn, dude, damn.
that
It's
that
yeah,
just goes to show how short life can be, and you go back on the stance of like, enjoy those that are near you and what they give you, or what happens when they're around. Because when they're gone, you're gonna regret a lot of things that you didn't do, and you're
yep,
gonna become more appreciative of the things that could have happened. Now, for me,
Mhm.
I was in Vegas. I was literally walking by the Delano Malls, like literally like right outside Allegiant Stadium, and I checked my phone, and you guys were blowing up the group chat, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on? Why are like I'm like, what are these dumbasses hyped about?" And then that's when I saw him break the news, and he started getting really sad. I'm like, "That's full of shit." I'm like, "There's fucking no." He's like, "He's definitely fucking with us." And then I went onto Twitter, and that's when I saw like millions of posts. I saw Triple H's, I saw like all these other wrestlers, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "This is for real." And I instantly got overwhelmed with I don't. It's an indescribable feeling. I felt cold, and like the hair on my body stood up, bro, because I didn't know how to feel. I was just like, "Damn!" And then an overwhelming feeling of sadness just came over me.
Yeah.
Because it was a fucking shock, dude. 36, young dude. I mean, granted, he was dealing with a life threatening illness, but it was still a shocker nonetheless. It's once again a repeat of the Eddie Guerrero thing.
Yeah.
Nobody
And it
saw it
was
coming.
and it was the same way Eddie passed. It was a heart attack. But
Always these
his
fucking
heart
heart
attack
attacks.
was due towards COVID. COVID is the thing that pretty much made his heart more vulnerable, they are saying. And I mean, literally my brother called me. Like I was in the middle of the store, I'm picking up an order, and it was just one of those things where like he was like, "Yo, did you hear Bray Wyatt passed away?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Nah, let me check." So I had him on speakerphone in the middle of the store, and I was like, "Nah, I gotta check." So I checked, and that was the moment where I dropped whatever I had in my hand, and I was still doing the Instacart order. I dropped whatever I had in my hand, and I just like it was like I was tearing up. I was literally crying inside of the store that I was in because I'm like, this is pretty much the same way how I felt when I found out Eddie Guerrero died. My parents literally sat me down and they were like, "Who's your favorite wrestler?" And I told you guys the story before
Mhm.
of how they told me Eddie Guerrero died.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's it was pretty much like the same way, like the same feeling that I got. Like, dang, like one of my favorites is gone. Like somebody that I knew that was doing good behind the scenes and helping others out and even helping people out with their mental health and so on and so forth is gone. Somebody that was that shoulder to lean on and cry on is gone. And I just feel more for Jojo, and I believe they had 3 kids together, and then
I
he had
believe it's
2 from
2.
his
I think it was
oh,
two.
so he has but yeah, he has what? Other kids from his previous marriage, correct?
I've only seen him in pictures with 2 kids. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, there's only 2 kids. How many kids does Bray Wyatt have? He actually has 4 children.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he was married previously. And yeah, no, it was just like it was complete shock. And obviously what I was thinking in my head afterwards, I was like, they gotta cancel SmackDown or they had to do pretty much what they did yesterday. The whole tribute with that and Terry Funk. Um, I feel like it could have been done a little bit better as well.
Overall, I thought SmackDown was pretty good. I do agree with you with the whole a little bit better, but I did like the fact that they played a lot of paid a lot of tribute to Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk.
I like the QR code thing that they did with the matches, like in between, how they were displaying like his greatest moments, like that heartfelt message when he first won the title, when the Fiend first debuted. That was a really neat detail that I personally liked because I actually went back after I finished watching SmackDown and I watched some of those things like when he first won the championship, in that Elimination Chamber in 2017. That was really neat. And I do agree with Def. I feel like they did a good tribute on Bray Wyatt's behalf. I feel like it wasn't enough on Terry Funk's behalf. That's just my
Correct.
personal opinion. The people are gonna say, "Oh, that hardcore match." And here's I'm gonna get a little ruthless on you guys. That was not a fucking hardcore match by any means necessary. That shit was ass. That was one table and that was done. What the
Yep.
fuck
That
was
was a
that?
normal no disqualification match. That's all that shit was.
Yeah, I'm like, where the fuck's the thumbtacks? Where's the baseball bat with the barbed wire? Where the fuck is the glass table at? Holy fuck! I
Where's
don't
the
know. Bring out.
fire?
Yeah, where's the fire? I was sitting here like, where is the hardcore aspect of this?
You
But
know
I'm like,
damn
fuck
well
it.
we were not going to get any of that. Come on now.
I know. Then don't add. I mean, yeah, but fuck, man, that kind of blows.
It does. It does. It
It got me
sucks,
on the
but
edge of my seat when they were like, "Oh, it's a tag team hardcore match." I'm like, "Where someone's gonna catch a fucking face full of barbed wire?" And then I
I'm
just saw a
down.
singular table. I'm like, "This is kind of trash."
My thing is too, like they didn't say I feel like they didn't say enough with Cody when he was talking about Terry. Yeah, it's great that he was talking about Terry and the story with his father, but you also got to realize that Cody also spent a lot of time with Bray. He was his he was his mentor in NXT. He was literally one of the people that helped him get into WWE. And
I feel like Cody's I get what you're saying, but I feel like Cody's so in the fact that he's trying to pay honor to his dad, that Terry had a lot of influence in his dad's career, so he cared more about talking about Terry than he did Bray. He disregarded his own career and worried more about his dad in that regard.
yeah.
At least that's what I think.
Could be.
Mhm.
I was really hoping that I was really hoping that they were going to let Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan come out and talk.
They were
And
out
I
there.
then
I
thought
like
so as
that
well.
Rowan
I
came
know
out.
yeah, I do too. I love that Rowan and Braun was out there. I really do, but I was really hoping they would come out and talk about Bray or do something. I was really hoping for that, and obviously we didn't get it, but I still thought the beginning tribute was amazing. I teared up. I did cry, and
I
then
did too.
the ending was amazing as well. I cried too. But what it made it, if I feel like how it would have made it better, in my eyes, to see Braun and Rowan out there in the middle of the ring with the rocking chair and the lantern on the rocking chair.
Hmm.
I feel like in my eyes that would have been better. But still, it's still paying tribute, so I can't really complain about it.
You know what I would have loved to see at the end?
Hmm.
Um, I would have loved to see Uncle Howie come out, pick up that lantern, blow it out, and then the whole arena go on black in the show ending.
That would have been cool. That would have been really cool.
Or setting the chair on some way just to end it. You get me? Like, it's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get
But
me?
the thing is,
Give me one sec.
I heard that they did ask his brother to do something because his brother was Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, we all know that.
They did ask him to do something and he declined because he emotionally he wasn't there. And I understand that. I mean, if something were to happen to my brother, I would pretty much do the same thing.
That's understandable. I feel like outside of being, when you're a fan, you wish for certain things, but then you have to take into account the aspect of reality with, them being fucking siblings. It's not fucking easy losing a sibling or someone
No.
of blood. But yeah, dude, that fucking sucks, dude. We got 3 legendary people passing away
This week.
this fucking week. Oh, it was back to back, was it not? No,
It
was
was
it?
Yeah.
back to back.
No,
They
was it?
skipped a day and then it went.
Yeah.
Terry Funk on Monday. What,
Yeah.
right? Terry Funk on Monday?
No,
Bray Wyatt on
no. It was
Was it?
fuck on Wednesday.
it
Yeah.
was Wednesday. Yes, my apologies. It was
Wednesday,
yes.
and then Bray Thursday, and then
Thursday.
Life decided to take a fucking break on Friday, and then Saturday they're like, all right, we're taking Bob, and it's like, what the fuck?
And the shitty thing, and here's the thing, it's not funny, but Bob Barker died at 99. Did y'all ever watch his show? Price is Right?
Oh, dude, of course. Who the fuck has not watched
Okay.
The Price is Right?
What was the number one number that they would always land on? 99. 99 cents. Shit is,
Yeah.
and he died at 99. Couldn't give him 100. Couldn't give him 100.
And that's the crazy
Listen,
thing
I'm
too.
trying
He was
so
a few
hard not
months
to
away.
fight. Like I'm like fighting so hard not to laugh at the fact that same shit happened with Betty White.
Betty White,
It's like,
yeah.
Y'all took these poor people a couple days from their birthday. And I don't know. I just find humor in sad moments. Gotta cope with it somehow.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Robin
dude,
Williams even said that too.
99 years. He lived a long life. I mean, it fucking sucks, but it's
Imagine saying that you lived almost 100 years.
I'm happy.
100
Listen,
years.
I'm happy that Terry and Bob really lived a long life. They were able to, enjoy themselves and do what they wanted to do in life. I'm truly, and it's gonna sound fucked up. I'm truly more saddened by the fact of Bray's death because he was still very young, 36.
He's younger than me. He's younger than me by a year.
Yeah, dude, 30. It's like if Viper fucking died right now, we're all gonna feel like shit, dude. He had so much left to live. But going back to my point, the dude had 4 kids. They were all still growing up. He has a wife, and now he's gone. Those poor kids are gonna be like traumatized. They're gonna be in some sort of, it's gonna fuck with them, dude. And that sucks to know.
And the other thing is, there's no telling of what they went through this past year with him going through all this medical shit.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
they've already been through so much shit, and now on this, I don't know. I don't know. I really hope the best for them, for JoJo and the kids and Bo. I really do. My hearts go out to you guys.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom to begin with how you were feeling, and I won't.
I'm gonna just put it to in perspective for some people, because some people are like, why do you find it so, like, why are you so emotionally attached to someone that doesn't know you? I'm just gonna put it to you like this: let's say your favorite artist, your favorite actor passes away. Same thing. These guys were our actors, our artists, our, shit. Some of them even felt like family because we might have met them IRL. You never know. You get me?
Yep.
And, that's why
Yeah.
it hits some of us hard when they pass because, like I got really fucking sad. Like when Robin Williams passed away, I got really
I
fucking sad when Bray passed away. Like,
I was
these are people we
devastated.
loved. We love to
Yep.
watch. I'm gonna fucking cry when Woody Harrelson dies, bro. That's my favorite actor.
That was me with Paul Walker. My parents literally had to sit me down because of Paul Walker's death.
Yeah, dude. It's like death, even if you don't necessarily know, they don't know you, it's someone you still love to a degree for whatever circumstance that it is.
That
You
you
know,
connect with.
yeah, you're gonna connect on an emotional level, and so their passing is gonna hurt like any other passing.
Yep.
So put yourselves in our shoes for that regard. But def-
But besides the point, I mean, Terry Funk, legendary matches. Bray Wyatt, legendary matches. Bob Barker, legendary just for beating the shit out of Chris Jericho. But it is I feel like it is safe to say that the first two inductees for this year's Hall of Fame would be Bray and Bob.
I agree.
you get the celebrity spot.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick. John Cena's SmackDown return will reportedly feature a tribute to Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
supposedly.
He's said that on an interview as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, that makes the most sense that they're gonna do that for Bray and for Bob, because Bob was the host for the WWE one time,
That
and
was an
Bray,
amazing host too. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah,
He told Chris that he said, "Don't make me put you over my knee."
oh Lord,
Oh my God, that would
but
be I would love to see Bob Barker and Bray Wyatt inducted this year. Will it happen? I don't know, but I would love to see it. It makes a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense to do that.
dude, I was when the show started, right? I was like looking at the wrestlers, and a lot of them were fucking crying, bro. Like
Oh,
Selena, a lot of the women wrestlers were
oh
fucking
yeah.
crying. AJ was wiping his face.
AJ was crying. Yep.
Rowan and Braun looked fucking devastated.
Yep.
Like this just goes to show, like these are people well into their life. Like it goes to show how much a passing like this means.
Seth wanted to make it, but he said since it was his extra day, he couldn't leave his family a day early, and he also kept in mind of what Bray told him before was to hug on his baby girl.
Yep.
So that's exactly what he was going to do. He said he's gonna hug his family and hold his family tighter. Same thing with Alexa. She said
But
that she couldn't get her flight because it was already last minute and she couldn't make the flight. If she made the flight, she would have been there by the time the show was over.
yep.
Yeah, people
Um,
people are saying why didn't they show up? When it's like it's last minute death and people have lives.
Yep.
And
mhm.
it sucks that they can't be there, but you got to be understandable to a degree that not everything is possible. Like I saw people were getting mad cuz Roman didn't show up. It's like Roman has a family. It's last minute. Like, you can't be upset at these people.
Nope.
I feel like some people like they get so undeveloped into the stories and the emotional aspects in some regards, that they don't take into account reality itself. You get me?
Mhm.
Like some of these wrestlers are parents, some of these wrestlers are pregnant, some of these wrestlers are, they have a life outside of wrestling. And yeah, people got to take that into account before they get all judgy wudgy.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Do we even know where Roman's at? Is he at home? Or is he at
He was at home. He was
Okay,
on.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
again, that's the same thing with as Alexa Bliss. Last minute, he probably just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And
No.
Alexa Bliss is also pregnant. It's not like she can fucking just scurry around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No. So it's just some people just couldn't make it. They'll probably make it either on Raw or the next SmackDown, maybe. I don't know. I mean, because they're probably gonna do something for on Raw too, maybe. No one.
I feel like they would. But besides that aspect, I mean, we had the privilege to go to live shows. Uh, was he at this year's WrestleMania?
Negative. Ghost
No.
Rider.
Oh, but you went to a show that he was on, correct?
Me?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, no.
and Viper. Oh wow.
I've never
Oh,
seen him live.
dude. I followed his career. You know, he fought The Undertaker, Randy, John Cena. I loved his fucking work. I loved all the videos I saw. I unfortunately didn't get to see him perform at any of them.
Mm,
Like,
I haven't either.
I was hoping he would, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm fucking lucky, bro. Just like I got unlucky watching The Undertaker perform. But
um,
I didn't get to.
I was able to watch him. It was a spur of the moment type thing. I got out of school and I saw tickets for like $17 for SmackDown, and I wanted to see AJ Styles go against James Ellsworth.
Oh, no chin.
So, yeah, no chin. And that was the very episode that he got the Styles Clash done to him on top of the steel steps.
Holy shit.
Damn.
But in that episode, Randy was teaming with Bray. This is when they were having that ongoing feud where Randy joined the Wyatt family
Oh,
before
I
he
remember that.
burned down the house and
Before,
Sister
yeah.
Abigail. But when they both came out together and they were teaming, I don't know, but it felt special. Like everybody was in the show, into the show when it wasn't even asked to take out your phones, because you know sometimes they'll ask you, "Hey, can you do this for the crowd and do that?" No, everybody automatically knew what was going to happen, so we all took out our phones and we put them in the air like the fireflies.
Yep.
And
Dum 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 dum
yeah,
dum dum.
the tunes were tuning too, so you were just like the whole entire time. But it just felt special. It felt right, and you knew what you were witnessing was legends. You saw what was being made there. You saw the story element.
You
And
know,
at the time, we were taking it for granted.
oh yeah, everyone does.
Yep.
Like I said, nobody understands what they have till it's gone.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wanted to make a point of this. Bray was our Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
Bray
He was our Undertaker too.
He was our Undertaker and Mick Foley. Why do I say Mick Foley and not directly Undertaker, since I'm the big Undertaker fan here? The dude had 3 personalities. The Firefly Funhouse, you would love.
Mm-hmm.
Bray, the Fiend, that was Mankind. And, just Mick Foley was himself, Bray Wyatt. We were going to say, where's Cactus Jack? We didn't get one yet, but
Could have had one when he was back. Yeah, could have had one when he was coming back. But
yeah, we could have had one when he came back. But nonetheless, he had those personality splits, and he had that element that we needed for fear. Because growing up, we were lucky enough to have Undertaker, what's his face, Kane, and then the dudes, the Brood.
The Brood, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was he filled that void that of mystical powers and supernatural beings. He was that guy for us. You know who I'm not ready to die? I'm gonna cry like a bitch. Undertaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Him too.
Yeah.
I feel like I could just name off a few people and we wouldn't be ready. One, Cena, of course. Stone Cold, The Rock, Taker,
Ric Flair.
Bray, Rick. Yeah, Rick, this man will live to be 1,000. It's guaranteed. He still wants to wrestle. He said, forget his last match. He wants another one. Um,
This fucking
no, he
guy's gonna
really
get
did say
a.
that
This
too.
motherfucker's gonna. His fucking lungs are gonna give out mid fucking fight.
Yeah.
He's gonna die in the middle of the ring.
He's gonna look like Sting in his last match when he almost died.
No, he's gonna try to pull a perro arroyo and then it's gonna fall back on him.
R.I.P. Perro Arroyo, bro. Fuck, man. I was watching
Yeah.
those lucha libre guys. I was watching some of their matches, dude. The way that they fucking die and in the ring, oh my god. Like La Parca, he flew out of the fucking ring and then just died.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Dead ass, bro. He went through the mid rope viper and just as soon as he hit the floor, that was it. He dead.
What the fuck?
Literally, look it up. La Parca death. The dude goes to the middle rope. As soon as he lands, he just stopped moving.
Yeah.
Pero
And then,
Arroyo, he got set up for a 619. He got on the rope. His neck, the way it jolted, he died on impact. And you can see his
Yeah, it
body
was
hanging
whiplash.
right there. You could see his body just hanging. And they were still continuing the match, and nobody would fucking pay attention. Even Conan came out, dragged his ass out into the floor, and tried to give him CPR. Dude was already dead.
Dear God.
Nobody knew until after the match. And that
And it
match
was
went
the
on for like
same
a couple
thing
minutes.
with you ever watch Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember they had Ramses, the dude that was covered in gold?
Yeah.
Well, in real life, he was a wrestler, and he had a heart attack in the middle of the ring.
Damn.
He was like 53 when he had a heart attack right in the middle of the ring,
Jesus.
but still built.
That's
Yeah, because
crazy.
back then, bro, you know, luchadores, like specifically luchadores, and you know some American wrestlers, they weren't fit in the sense of like they weren't skinny, chiseled, big, lean. Like no, they were fat, big dudes. Like if you look at most luchadores, like you know, Blue Demon, Santos, all those old school luchadores, they're all really fat guys.
Yeah.
They're just very muscular, but they were fat.
Jushin Liger.
Yeah. Fucking El Bulldog, Blue Demon Jr., all those guys. Big guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just drifted hardcore off topic.
Like I said, we always go out. I said this at the beginning.
That is true,
But,
bro. But like we're over here
um,
dedicating the episode, then we start talking about the wrestlers. Jesus.
I mean, now we're gonna go back to topic. I want you guys just to think hard about this. Just pick one match from Terry Funk and one match from Bray, and which one would be your favorites out of their whole entire careers?
Honestly, I can't think of one of Terry Funk. I'm that old and I don't remember.
You know what? I have one for Terry Funk, and it's not a long match. It was the Royal Rumble. It was 1997, I believe, or 1998. I don't remember. It was, I believe, he was he was one of the first entries, along with Mick Foley, and the way they just tore each other apart and said, "Fuck this Rumble, we're going hardcore." I'm a really big fan of the Royal Rumble, and I really love hardcore stuff. They mixed that shit together. I was like, right here, a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
So that's personally one of my favorites. I mean, granted, people could argue that there's other ones, but I'm just biased when it comes to things that I like. So that's one of my favorites. Just how they beat the shit out of each other, pull out the trash can, the barbed wire. They said, "Fuck the Royal Rumble, y'all catching the hands."
Yeah. I
What about
think
you?
for me personally, it would be when he teamed up with Tommy Dreamer at One Night Stand, going against Edge and Lita.
Yeah,
That
that's a
one
pretty
was an
fucking good
interesting
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I just
why
can't think of any, man. None. I don't
there's
remember that far back.
there's the tag team things that he did with Mick, his fights with Rick Flair, his things with Dusty.
WCW days.
That's all you did, watch you fuck.
Yeah, I know. I just don't remember a whole lot from back then.
That's
This brain's been
fair.
through this brain's been through a lot, and I mean a lot.
I mean, that's fair.
So I don't remember what I had to eat last week. So
What about Bray?
honestly, one of my favorite matches of Bray, if I had honestly, again biased, but it's got to be the AJ Styles John Cena match. SmackDown the day after, the week after Elimination Chamber after Bray Wyatt won
Mm,
the WWE title. He had a match on Friday Night SmackDown against John Cena, a triple threat against John Cena and AJ Styles. I remember that one. That was one of my favorites because obviously I did want John Cena to win at the time because I really liked John Cena, but I was really happy for Bray that pulled it off, and it was a good match. Everyone was hitting their finishers. Everyone was hitting everything. AJ Styles hit, what's his signature move, please? I can't remember it.
The phenomenal forearm.
Not that one. Sorry, the other one. Styles
House
Clash.
Clash.
Styles Clash. Yep, he hit it on John Cena. Was going for the pin. John Cena kicked out. Then was going to hit the forearm. Bray pushes John Cena into the ropes, where then Styles falls over, and then it hits Sister Abigail on John Cena for the win.
yeah.
That was one of my actually favorite matches of his because he really proved like this is his here for the power. He wants it, he needs it, and he already went through a grueling. I didn't think he was gonna win at Elimination Chamber, to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
but he pulled it off. Man, that was a good match too in my mind, my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard because honestly, a lot of Bray Wyatt's matches were honestly really good. Really, really good. One of my favorite things he's ever done was when he clotheslined them with his body. He
Yeah.
fucking clotheslines them with his body.
Man literally flew.
He throws himself at them like a fucking Tonka truck. So that was one of my favorites.
My favorite was once again being biased, Undertaker and Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania.
Good match.
I
Mhm.
loved it because it was the old school magical, mystical being against the new school mystical being.
Yeah.
And it was great all around, from the drama to the action. It was amazing. I love The Undertaker a lot. I loved what Bray was doing, and when you mix the best of both worlds, an amazing match will be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least that's I love that.
Mine was The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a solid one.
That's a solid one. I was hoping
From
someone was gonna say the Fiend.
from a technical aspect and storytelling aspect, the match was phenomenal. The way they started off, it was literally 100% the whole entire match through. There
It was.
was no dead spots in that match.
Mm-mm.
Literally right off rip, Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it was an amazing match. I feel like his feud that he did with Daniel Bryan and also even with Cena and others. I mean, that's Hall of Fame storytelling right there.
Yeah. It is.
And like we even said, I feel like he needs to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, not because of just his recent passing, but also his accolades. I mean, you can't take that away from him. He's a three-time champion, the big titles, two-time Universal, one-time WWE, correct?
Something like that, yeah.
And then multiple tag team championships. I know he won a few championships within
Okay, so here I got
FCW with
you.
his brother.
I got you. So Florida Championship Wrestling, 2-time tag team champion with his brother Bo Rotunda.
Hmm.
For the WWE, he's a 1-time WWE champion, 2-time WWE Universal champion, 1-time WWE Raw tag team champion with Matt Hardy, one-time tag team champion with Randy Orton and Luke Harper for the SmackDown. He also won the tag team eliminator with Matt Hardy and is a WWE End of the Year award for Male Wrestler of the Year of 2019. He also has a couple of awards from Wrestling Observer Newsletter, WrestleCrap, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, New York Post, and CBS Sports.
Dear God.
Yeah. And just based off of those things too. I mean, it's
Wait till you hear
Hall of
about
Fame worthy.
fucking Terry Funk's repertoire.
Oh, that man's been in like 86 companies, bro.
Yeah, he has All Japan Pro. He has Cauliflower Alley Club, Championship Wrestling from Florida, ECW, Lutez Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was inducted. We have GCW, the Hardcore Hall of Fame, IPW Hall of Fame, World Championship Wrestling, Juggalo Championship, National Wrestling Alliance, NWA Big Time Wrestling, NWA Hollywood, Propane Wrestling. It keeps going. Southwest Championship, Squared Circle, St. Louis, Tokyo, WWE, Western States, United States Wrestling, and yeah.
So on and so forth. I mean,
And then
they
the
had
other like awards.
yeah. And then Bob Barker, legendary host.
Right? Fuck, man.
One of the best hosts. One of the best hosts in the world. We'll never have another Bob Barker.
One of the goats of all time for hosting. But on top of
He is
that,
the GOAT. What are you
also
on
beat
about?
the dog shit out of Happy Gilmore, Adam Sandler. The price is wrong, bitch.
The price is wrong, bitch. Oh, damn, Bob Barker. Damn.
Life fucking hurts. Life is
Whoever,
a bitch.
Anybody out there that watches this on YouTube, comment down below what was your favorite moment of Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk as well.
And Bob Barker. I mean,
Bob
he
Barker.
said a lot of memorable moments.
We want to hear your thoughts.
Your thought.
And then,
damn, it's just, what was your guys' favorite Bray Wyatt? The Fiend? Bray Wyatt? Like what? What was your favorite?
Bray. Bray's my favorite.
I feel like my favorite is his last 10 minutes in WWE. When he was vulnerable. When he spoke from the heart.
When he was thanking the WWE Universe.
When he was himself.
Yep. I like that
when
one.
he wasn't just Bray Wyatt, he was Wyndham Rotunda. He was himself.
I like that one.
You know what fucking hurts to know, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. It hurts to know that his dad outlived him. And now his dad has to bury his own son. When a lot of people would say life is supposed to where you bury your parents, and this is where the rules have been reversed, and that's where I feel like it's gonna hurt a lot more.
As a parent, I can't imagine doing that.
Yeah, burying your own fucking child, bro. Isn't the IRS Mike Rotunda like in his 70s?
I think he's in his 60s. I think so.
65.
Yeah. I feel bad for him, yes. But the people that I mainly feel the worst for, Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper's wife. His wife is actually feeling the brunt of it. Because not only did she have to bury her husband, she has to now bury her husband's best friend. And it was somebody that not only her son looked up to, it's also somebody that a lot of other wrestlers within the company that their kids looked up to as well. Like, I heard that just, you know how when he's in the Fiend character, he wears the gloves. It says hurt and heal.
Yeah.
He gave away his gloves away to Brody Lee's son. He gave him the gloves, and he gave away a lot of his gear to children that were just waiting outside, waiting to see him. He took the time, even when other wrestlers weren't walking outside towards the fans and stuff like that. He would walk up to the kids, take pictures, shake their hands, memorize their names. He would memorize his fans' names and just go out of his way to ask them how their day was.
I have a
DM them how their day was.
I have a feeling that he would have been, in his own way, the next John Cena, the face of the company.
He was the face of the company for a while.
You know,
Mhm.
I feel like he would have been the next John Cena though, and I'm not saying never give up, hustle, loyalty, and shit. I'm just saying
Giving
what
a shit
he
about the
stood
children.
for. Yes, what John Cena stood for, the WWE universe, the children. I feel like if Bray Wyatt was still alive, that's what his thing would have been,
Yeah.
and then passing the mantle to somebody else.
Right there with you on that.
Because like Dev said, he did give a shit about his fans. He really did. And the other wrestlers, you
Mhm.
know, a lot of people asked him for advice.
Mhm.
So it sucks. It really does. He had so much more potential and so much more to give.
And I appreciate what all these companies are doing as well, merch wise and stuff like that. Because WWE is donating 100% of the merch to his family,
Yeah,
JoJo, the kids, and anything they could do to help pretty much get his stuff going.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then
it's like the breadwinner of the family just died.
yep.
yeah, and then even with Impact, yes, they did the little picture at the beginning of their pay-per-view and AEW as well. But I heard that in the background that they are also donating a lot of their proceeds to JoJo as well and the rest of their family. And I feel like it's more than just wrestling at this point. Um I I feel like this is one of the communities where if something were to happen, everybody bands together. It doesn't matter which company at that point. Yes, we have a feud within companies all the time where we're like, this company is this and this company is that. But when somebody that has been entertaining us and putting their bodies on the line and their lives on the line out there, I feel like we band together and we look after our own.
They do.
I
They do.
um and it's just one of those things where I'm glad that his family is getting looked after.
Yep.
I am happy to see everybody banding together, but also this shouldn't be the thing to keep the community together. We
Yeah.
need to stick together, not just for death, but to celebrate the art of professional wrestling, storytelling, so on and so forth, and not just wait till the person is gone. Because before all this, everybody was talking shit on him. Let's be honest, everybody was calling him a bust. When they were talking about the people that Triple H brought back, the top of the list, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
But now they're eating their words
Oh yeah.
because they didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. He was one of the people that kept his private life private. And I actually appreciate that because it kept kayfabe. But a lot of people, what they see out there on the internet, they go and agree with it. And
Yeah,
it
mob
shouldn't,
mentality.
and it shouldn't come to the point where the person is gone to be like, oh, I was wrong. He was a great performer. I appreciate what he did. When just a week ago you were calling the man a bust.
Yeah.
So
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
go for it, my bad.
I was gonna just say I feel like we should all be together and stop trying to fight each other. Saying this company's doing this company's doing that. Oh, we sold out this stadium. Oh, we have this in record ticket sales. We should be celebrating that wrestling is thriving right now.
It is.
Because we
Wembley
were
Stadium sold out. WrestleMania sold out in seconds. Both.
No.
Both huge, giant spectacles. It has to be at this point where everybody has to unify and stick together. Everybody has to support everybody.
yeah.
Yes, I know it will get kind of annoying, but
Here's one thing I want to add on, and people got to understand: wrestling as a whole used to be frowned upon back then, and we're now on a day and age where wrestling is loved worldwide. You know, back then it used to be frowned upon. You were seen as someone that's weird for liking wrestling.
Yeah, no
Now it's
shit.
more generally accepted.
Yep.
If you liked wrestling, people were like, "Ha, what a fucking insert slur," um, you know. And so now people and people are so caught up on the biased aspect of things that they forget that we all are passionate about one thing, and that being wrestling. We love wrestling. People get so caught up on the AEW is better than WWE. Oh, WWE is better than AEW. Impact is better. Ring of Honor is, it's like, well, I get it. You're gonna have an opinion, but why do you have to be a complete and utter dickhead about it? Like, there's ways about
Yeah.
it. People like to say, "Well, I'm just being honest." You can be honest, but there's
Yeah.
ways to deliver said honesty. You know, it's like breaking um I'm sorry, I'm gonna involve you right now, Def. It's like breaking the news of someone's passing. It's like, hey, your favorite wrestler passed away, instead of, hey, who's your favorite wrestler? Eddie Guerrero, get a new one. Like, there's ways of saying this. Shit.
Get a new
yeah.
one.
Get a new one.
Yeah, it's funny that that we talk about wrestling, how it touches people and how it brings people together, but wrestling honestly touches other sports too. Other sports, like people, there's athletes out there, and I mean football players, basketball players, baseball players that love wrestling,
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
want to meet
Gronkowski.
their wrestling. Yeah, for instance, right
Gronkowski.
there.
Pat
Yes,
McAfee.
Pat
We
McAfee.
have Cindy
Yes.
Lauper. I
Mhm.
can keep going. There's a
Like,
lot.
yeah, it's crazy that you'll see a football player, a basketball player meet their favorite wrestler, and then that wrestler act the same way about the athlete, and they'll go back and forth. No, man, I think you're better. You're cool. Whatever. It's so nice to see that wrestling just hits everything.
And here,
I, I
let me add on to your cake. Let me add on to your cake.
I have a lot of cake.
I know you do. That's where I'm gonna add a little bit more. You sure it's not gonna fall?
I got it.
Okay, so I'll put it to you in another way. The NIL program, where these athletes that are doing other sports are coming into wrestling.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that wrestling is beloved from every corner of the world. There's no corners in the world, but you get my fucking point.
No, there's corners. I
North is flat.
I'm scrolling on Twitter right now, and I see this post. They played Bray Wyatt's theme song at the Arsenal Fulham football match today, 10 hours ago, obviously. Like, it's soccer, but football for. They're playing a wrestling song or theme song at a soccer match. This goes to show you that it's not just for wrestlers. This reaches
Fulham has
everywhere.
wrestling ties. Fulham has wrestling ties. That's the club that Tony Khan owns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
nonetheless, you get me?
Yeah.
Like,
You get
people
what I'm
are
saying, though.
still like, outside of the club and the stadium doing it, you can see the audience are well into what's going on too. They're
Oh
being
yeah.
respectful.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Even though they may not like wrestling, even though soccer is more important to them, they still know what's going on and they're still being respectful. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know.
And I feel like he could have done more outside in the movie aspect as well. Like,
The next kid.
not even Kindergarten Cop. I feel like you remember the pacifier?
Bro, imagine Bray Wyatt as
I felt like he would have done great with kids movies, like
yes.
children's movies, but I also feel like he would. Ooh, excuse me.
you guys just hear
I
what
feel.
Bray Wyatt did? I mean, not Bray Wyatt, what Braun Strowman did?
What did
The
he do?
tattoo?
Yeah, he got a tattoo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. I got the tattoo.
Carrying Cross and what's that lady's name? His
Scarlett.
Scarlet.
no, yeah, okay, not Scarlet. Then another one. I forgot her name. Shotzi's. Got the Firefly tattoo as well.
Oh,
Yep.
fucking sweet. Anywho,
Um,
proceed.
The dope ass tattoo.
but like I was saying, I feel like he would have also did great in the horror movie aspect too.
Imagine that mask being in a horror movie.
I felt like okay, so he already had the ties because of the mask. The mask was made by the people that made the Freddy Krueger face masks, and also the new Michael Myers mask and the Friday the 13th masks. So with that being alone, Adam Savini, the guy that makes a lot of horror movie stuff, uh apparently they were in talks to be doing a horror movie that he was a part of, and I'm trying to figure out which movie it was going to be, but nothing's really like popping up in mind. But I felt like it would have been great to see him in and something he would have thrived in as well. And it just sucks because we're not going to be able to see the art that is made.
Yep.
Yep.
Sucks, dude. It does.
It fucking sucks.
Um,
Can I drastically change the topic?
On
yeah,
what?
go ahead.
I know we said we wanted to give a tribute this episode, but I do want to kind of cover some wrestling stuff more on the WWE aspect. We have a couple matches announced for Payback. That being Rollins versus Nakamura, Rhea versus Raquel, Trish versus Becky, Rey versus Theory, LA Knight versus Miz, and then interview between Grayson Waller and Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Are you guys excited or you guys feel lackluster for
In all honesty, I feel like Theory doesn't need to be there.
Same.
And in all honesty, this feels underwhelming as fuck. I don't know. This pay-per-view feels underwhelming. The only one I'm realistically looking forward to is Rollins Nakamura and LA Knight and Miz.
LA Knight
I feel like that. I feel like the LA Knight one. This is going to be the last match between him and Miz.
Oh yeah, yeah, it will be. And
Because after this is going to be his major push. After him being in the main event, now the company is seeing him. Yeah, now the company sees him as main event material.
Yep.
It sucks that it had to happen this way, but now they see him as main event material.
Agreed. I definitely. Sorry, go ahead, Miho.
Go for it.
I definitely agree with Miho that it's definitely underwhelming. I don't really agree with Theory being in there. I don't think he needs to be. The Grayson Waller and interview with Cody Rhodes. Why on Payback? Why? That to me makes no sense. That to me is setting up a Cody Rhodes versus whoever comes in and goes, okay, I'm interrupting this, or with Grayson Waller. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense.
No, it's always somebody interrupting, so most likely it's gonna be freaking like somebody returning or something.
Yeah.
So,
well, and then not only that, but you got the match with oh shit. I just forgot his name. Forgot their names. Yep, I drew a blank. Oh, boomer moment. Give me a second. Go on, Mio.
And I feel like adding on to what Def was saying, like the whole main event material, I feel like this past SmackDown where he was talking in front of a crowd for a good couple fucking minutes and being at an emotional level, especially him being the very last guy to compete against Bray Wyatt and keep his emotions separated first for a bit and staying composed to give out that promo and say what he said without crying. That proved himself as being a top guy. And not only that, being able to perform perfectly against Finn, furthering my point of him becoming a top guy within the company. I feel like this past week has definitely shown, and if everything goes right with him and Miz, he will be within time, within fucking the next couple months, be a world champion.
I hope so. He definitely deserves it. He definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
He had a really good match, and that promo, he killed that promo.
Dude, the ending to that promo.
I got goosebumps when he said "run." I legit got fucking goosebumps.
A wise man once told me, "When you see me coming, run."
Jesus, dude. You know what I was really hoping for? I was really hoping that LA Knight was going to hit Sister Abigail and Finn Balor. I was really hoping for it. I was like, come on, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I'm happy that one match is happening because it means it's ending. Everything's done. Trish and Becky, fuck that rivalry, bro. I'm over it already.
They're here.
It's
drawn out.
It was drawn out far too long.
It's way too drawn out.
Hasn't it been since like Backlash?
No.
No, it was before that.
Yeah, like a little bit after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fucking almost 4 months of this garbage.
And it's not any good. It's not.
Like
it was good. And it got drawn out. And then it was like, okay, I'm done.
Like, ugh, God. It's, yeah.
So. I just feel like it's overplayed.
Completely.
But anyways, anything else you boys want to go over?
I'm good.
I'm straight for right now. I'm just like, I'm trying to think of all the things that pretty much was like happening within wrestling, but I feel like a lot of stuff is gonna get scrapped anyways.
Yep. All right. Well,
because
I feel like that concludes today's episode. We're kind of all drawing blanks, and there's no reason to prolong. But yes. Thank you guys, everybody, for listening. We appreciate you guys. This was episode 12 of the podcast. And if you guys are on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with a family member, a friend. Those on Spotify, leave a rating. We'll be back doing this weekly. I know this is kind of on Sunday, so this is very weird. We'll get back on our stuff. We just all got really busy, and getting up meetings together was it was not possible. We all had different life things going on. F works, Viper work, living her family's coming back soon, but he also works. I am like, I go out and I do shit. Like I was in Vegas this past week, so we can record then. Def was out working the week prior to that. Like you all get busy, so there's those moments where we can't record. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and this has been the Ruthless Attitude Podcast. Thank you guys.
Later.